running out of time. Oh, there's Reggie there.
I need your assurance that our understanding still holds. This isn't just about Abraxas's future, Reggie. It's about yours, too.
Oh, blackmailing
Max,
people.
hey.
Nice.
I needed to ask you about yesterday's assignment. Do you have a minute? Sorry, President Teller. I really need to understand this whole a negative space thing.
Get wrecked.
Why do I suspect you're not looking to talk photography?
Sorry, I just needed to get out of there.
Understandable.
Are you okay?
But
It's been a day. Owen's breathing down my neck, up to my ass in angry emails, and now Marlon says I'm acting crazy.
situation will still
Why would you say
stand.
that?
When I saw him this morning,
Just
he
procrastinating.
asked me to borrow something important, and now he's saying he never even saw me. Stoner. He probably just lost it and he doesn't want to admit it. But
Safi.
it's extremely important for reasons that are extremely time sensitive.
Smells like Safi. Mabon?
Does it have to do with the Mabon party by any chance?
Mabon? What is that?
Reggie, I know the party was officially canceled. It would be a very bad idea to hold it anyway.
I always appreciate your advice, Max. It's fine. There's probably a whole stack of them down in the basement.
Oh,
I just need to get there early.
So the party is still at the Abraxas house. Good to know. What was that talk with you and Owen about? It sounded intense.
Nothing important. Just ensuring the success of Caledon 2.0. No pressure.
You said the two of you had an understanding?
no. Obviously.
Understanding?
Teller wanted to pressure Reggie.
Who really understands anything these days? What does that word even mean, you know?
Reggie, I know there's a lot going on.
Yeah, Reggie looks tense.
Just be careful.
I always am.
Can tell
See you
everyone
next.
to be careful. Sadly.
That was definitely Reggie. But what about the rest of the quad?
That is definitely Reggie.
When Safi was impersonating Owen, she took a Caledon folder from Vin. That's my tell.
Identify
Anyone
Safi
with a
through her
Caledon
folder.
could
Like,
be Safi.
that is the
Safi
real
was
one,
just
right?
shapeshifted as Owen. Maybe Safi was just shapeshifted as Owen. Maybe she didn't have time to change yet.
No, that's not her, is it?
I don't mean to interrupt.
Well, unless you want to help me liaise with the Abraxas Alumni Network, you are. Excuse me.
I can't just push Owen to talk. What if it's the real Owen? I need to rewind and
Do you mind?
Yeah, chill out. Rewind and regroup?
I don't.
Well, unless you want to help.
Now we
The
need
whole
to
school
find
feels about as
something.
stable as you do right now. Unsurprisingly, Owen is being a Karen.
Through her folder. Then probably she shifted into someone else. Unless that folder... Can we see that folder? No. Unless that folder is...
I can always tell how I'm feeling by what I see in this sculpture. Today it looks like a dragon.
I mean, if we find someone who doesn't look like Owen and has a folder like that, then that is probably going to
Still,
be
this guy
Safi.
doesn't seem like he'd mind pissing off the president. Maybe I...
Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. I'm sorry. Distract Owen, okay?
President Teller's sitting in the quad over there. I'm not sure he can hear you.
I can do something about that. Thanks, lady.
I
lady.
hope the power of protest is enough to get Owen away. Is Abraxas scheduling any sort of formal protest this weekend?
Nah, we'll be too busy sleeping it off.
Sleeping what off?
You know, it.
Good talk.
Good talk, I guess.
Is Abraxas?
Down with President
Okay.
Save the Abraxas house!
He isn't really distracting the guy, is he?
Sophie saw my class.
Oh,
Maybe she'd shapeshift as one of my students to mess with me?
President Teller!
check out Jeanette's folder. See? We can just take it and rewind, Max. It's not that hard.
Jeanette.
You can do the same with Owen.
Hey, Max. Fancy seeing you here.
Can we ask her some?
Doing some alfresco homework?
Oh, no. It's a personal project.
Mind showing us? Let's
Were you
just
pleased
try all
with the
the...
photos you took in class?
Definitely.
Otherwise, yeah.
But I wanted to get a few more to choose from. I asked Reggie if he wanted to shoot together, but he said he had some pressing plans. Lame.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll leave you to it. See
Reggie
you in
is
class.
very busy right now.
Max, have you ever... I'm sort of thinking about applying to grad school.
For what?
Oh. I shouldn't have... Never mind.
Wait, Jeanette,
It's a new
I
talking
think it's
option with
cool.
her.
Max, I'll see you in class.
Yep. Let's rewind that. And talk to her about that, if we can.
Hey, Jeanette.
Grad school.
I've been meaning to ask you. Have you ever considered applying to grad school for photography?
Yes, actually. I wanted to ask you about it. But I figured if you thought it was a good idea, you would have brought it up.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't bring it up. Nah, what?
I only
It's
have
weird.
a GED. You don't need grad school to be a professional photographer, but it's certainly an option.
Oh, right. You're self-taught. I
If it
always
helps,
forget that.
why not?
Most of the applications
from the
require
best.
an artist statement, so I've been working on one. Would you mind taking a look?
I'd love to.
Okay, that is not Safi then.
It sounds really pretentious.
Artist statements are just like that. You're right in the pocket.
Artist statement. The first time I got to hold a camera, I was overwhelmed with the desire to capture an image of my mother, asleep in a hammock. My artistic instincts were so strong that I nearly dropped the Kodak P880 on her face. Oh my. Would have been hard for the sleeping photo afterwards. When my mother woke up, grabbed back her camera and forbade me from touching it for the rest of our vacation, I learned a valuable lesson. Photography is about permission. We are surveilled to some degree or another anytime we set foot on a city street or log on our devices. We can take pictures of people with our phones, watches or sunglasses, with or without their consent. But to take someone's photograph is very different from simply taking their picture, though it might sound like semantics. To photograph someone is to ask another person if you can treat them as a piece of art, not a commodity or customer. It redefines communication, introduces playfulness and spontaneity, and immense collaboration between the photographer and the subject. In the world beset on all sides by technology, which often has an isolating effect, photography remains a technology that connects us to each other.
I know
sure.
it's a long shot, but I really love your class, and some of these programs have financial aid, so...
So what on earth do you have to lose by
Yeah,
applying?
just try it.
Exactly.
Okay, let's meet after class on Tuesday. I'll do my own research on MFA programs, and we can touch base.
That would be amazing.
If we can make it to Tuesday.
Hey, Don't wait for other people to tell you that you're an artist.
Exactly.
You are an artist, whether they see it or not.
Max needed others to tell her,
Thanks, Max.
but
I'm so lucky
in
to
the
have
end
you
she
as my
came out
mentor.
like this.
Don't start crying.
Worked out
Don't
fine for her.
start crying.
Come on, Max. I think you're doing very good. You had a rocky way, but you're doing good right now. I think we might get blocked off.
Sophie can't have
Yep.
gone far. I need to keep looking.
Okay. Look inside buildings? Probably not. Sophie can't have gotten far, meaning she is outside. Maybe she's hiding in here. Stop and plop, really?
Of course, everyone has the same folder. And only one of
course
them
they
is
have.
Sophie.
Gotta be like that. Okay, that one's sleeping. Oh no, that's a book. Okay, never mind.
Sophie knows all the English teachers. If she wanted to blend in, maybe she'd choose one of them?
Check out the professor's folders. Okay. There's someone here as well. Who are you? Random student without folder. Or you're hiding that folder in that bag. Whatever.
Whoever
Right?
she is,
Rati and
Sophie's
Isabel.
definitely laughing at me right now.
Probably is.
Sophie knows all the English teachers. If she wanted to blend in, maybe she'd choose one of them?
Are we sure we want to do this? What if my husband finds out?
Your husband
I
finds
already
out
told
what?
my husband. He was excited until I told him he couldn't watch.
Oh, Max, can you give us a moment? We're discussing some plans.
Uh-huh.
I wish my husband was as open-minded as yours. Okay, I'll book us the hotel room.
Try to get one on the top floor. We could get pretty loud.
I don't really want to know what this is about, to be honest. You can just read in there.
Okay, so they were talking about doing a presentation together. That makes way more sense than where my mind went.
Yeah, thanks, Max. No, mine as well. Anyway. Name of the presenter, Dr. Isabel Shin and Dr. Rati Meha. Title of the presentation, Virginia Woolf was right. A room of one's own. The case for singledom. Presentation summary. Virginia Woolf's groundbreaking essay, A Room of One's Own, was published nearly a century ago. But how far have we, as female writers, really come? And most concerning of all, do we get there any faster if we're married? Dr. Shin and Dr. Meha will dig into the specific barriers to success that will focus on a seminal work and examine the last century of feminist progress and the very real setbacks that threaten that progress today. Presentation length 45 minutes with 15 minutes Q&A session. Rati. Okay, but that's only one folder though. What's going on?
Hello?
Hey, hippie. Just checking in.
Hi, Chloe.
Have you talked to Moses?
Not yet. He was with a student.
What do you mean not yet?
I'm
It's
just sitting
been
outside the planetarium,
probably
trying
an
to
hour
imagine
or
what it
more.
would be like to go to school here. But if I had that kind of money, I'd probably just buy a tour bus.
You are gonna love Moses. I wish I could be there for this meeting of the minds.
I don't. This way, we can jump straight into talking shit about you.
nice.
Well, I'm sure he'll
Very
have some
funny.
theories about what's happening with you. He'll probably want to run some tests, too. He can get a little test happy when it comes to powers and timelines.
On my trip out here, I spent hours wondering what it would be like to see you again. but I never expected mad scientist friend hangout.
What did you
Life can
expect?
always surprise us.
Most often, a
And
slam door in my
sometimes
face.
we should just welcome those surprises.
Why?
Well, we didn't part ways on the best terms, and you never responded to my text.
I wanted to. I worried that if I sent you one text, I might send you 1,000. I mean, we talked all morning, and there's still so much more to say.
There definitely is.
It's a start.
So what I'm hearing is, even though the school's in danger and reality's a mess, this trip is going better than you expected?
Oh,
Knowing Chloe, she
Damn.
probably imagined
I
catastrophic
guess it is.
results in talking to Max.
I should get back to the search. I'll text you when I know anything.
See you soon.
Okay, okay. Come on, Max. We need to find a certain someone. It probably just is Owen. Or fake Owen. Oh. Hey there, Mr. Custodian.
The man has absolutely no hold on this guy.
So long as he's having fun and enjoying life. Like, I'm not blaming him for that. Oh. Oh, finally. Can take a photo of one of them. Oh.
Is it me, or are there more of these gnomes around than there used to be?
What? No idea what you mean, Max. No idea.
The whole school feels about as stable as you do right now.
We haven't found a way to make Owen leave.
I don't mean to interrupt.
Defend the students' right to self-govern! Save the Abraxas!
What is it now?
Nice. It's interesting how Max runs there and with such confidence opens that folder,
this
because
certainly wasn't pulled from the archives.
she knows she can
Must be the real
rewind.
Owen.
Must be the real Owen. Board call, Saturday 1 p.m. Last night was an unfortunate, entirely avoidable incident. It was handled quietly, but could have been catastrophic and demands immediate action. Go over police report, miscommunication with demolition team. No better time to demolish the building. Creepy abandoned house will always attract attention. Need to act fast or it could cave in on the next trespasser. Reminder, we're not trying to close Abraxas, but disbanding is always an option if they keep acting up. Reggie's attempts to get alumni network on board with the move, mixed. Relocation options, not a lot of Victorian mansions for sale, have offered to build a new house, but alumni are being little shits. Obstinate. Pivot 2, Caledon 2.0. Share new architectural plans. Show the logo without slogan. Ask for thoughts on possible slogans. Yasmin will generate consensus for time to look forward. Don't forget, Tom's daughter's birthday is next week. Don't yell. So he's the real one.
Reggie's gonna deal with it. Did you know he was an economics major before he met you and switched to visual arts? What a shame.
Cry me a river. Sometimes it's not about what you think is best for other people, but what they think. Why do you hate the arts? Yeah.
So you became the president of a liberal arts college, but you hate the arts. What's that about?
Contrary to the graffiti around campus, I'm not a heartless suit. For example, I'm something of a
Are you
collector
not?
of Stieglitz prints.
Exactly what a suit would say. Interesting choice. Let's be friendly for
You know,
now.
Stieglitz was one of the first people to champion photography as an art form.
He was, though I'm sure Stieglitz would be horrified at the state of postmodern art.
Well, Stieglitz has been dead nearly 100 years. I'd feel disappointed if he wasn't a little freaked out by my work.
Yeah, she's very much right on that. Plans for the future, Abraxas?
Your plans to expand the campus are receiving a lot of pushback. Have
By
you
everyone,
had any second
Abraxas
thoughts?
and the
Of course
town.
not. The situation in academia is dire. If we aren't aggressive in securing our future, we won't have one.
If you change Caledon beyond recognition, have you secured its future at all?
A question for philosophers and linguists who, despite my bad judgment, still have majors here.
That's not an answer to any question. Come on.
You really seem to have it out for the Abraxas Society.
Yes. How dare I want to get rid of a damaged building and build some much-needed classroom space?
I
How
have
much
nothing
bigger do
against
you
a
want
new
to make
science
Caledon?
building. But
Loretta Rice is tenacious in her pursuit of rumor and nonsense. All the more reason to demolish
She
the
is,
house.
but sometimes
Move
it's not
past
just
the
rumors and not
once and for all.
nonsense. Okay.
I'll let you get back to it.
Please.
I like how
Please tell me Safi isn't with her mother right now. Or being her mother right now.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I like how he was incapable of pronouncing Stieglitz from the writing. Anyway, check out Vin and Yasmin's folder. Look and speak.
Safi is shapeshifted as Vin before. And I'll bet she'd love a chance to mess with her mom.
Probably, but she is also a good actress.
Out here. That's great.
What's wrong, Vin? Catching up with former boss, grad school check-in, or leave you to it? Hmm?
Complaining about the new boss to the old boss.
And to think I used to complain about her. I didn't know how good I had it.
Nor does Owen.
Classic.
Once everything calms down, he'll be able to appreciate everything you're doing for him. Just give him time.
I know how she manipulates people with flattery, but it still works.
It's a little weird that we just keep
this an
working
official
through all the
graduate
answers
program
or the
performance
questions
review?
here.
Officially? No. Unofficially, I could not be prouder or more honored that Vin is the first Regents Chair grant recipient of my tenure.
I never thought I'd make it to college, let alone business school.
You're not
Caledon's
behaving
given me so
suspicious.
much. And yet, somehow I managed to give it even more in return.
But again, Safi is a good actress.
This grant is set up to foster the next generation of Caledon leadership. There is no one more deserving.
Owen has a lot of big plans for the school. How is the board handling it?
The way they handle everything, by clutching their pearls. And they're all rich retirees, so they literally wear pearls.
We do.
Ooh.
We have a call scheduled this afternoon to hear some updates about his Caledon 2.0 plans. I'm sure it will be as lively as ever.
If not livelier.
That didn't help
I'll
at
leave
all.
you two to catch up.
You should just
Enjoy
grab
your
that
weekend.
folder, Max.
Campus is beautiful this time of year.
Like, grab the folder,
I'll
run,
take your
rewind.
next famous photo. Preferably of me.
You know I always support your work, Maxine, but if you take his portrait before you take mine...
Don't listen to her.
Maybe I can use this photo to get to the folder on the table.
I wonder how. How does that help?
Mind if I move that folder? My last shot felt a little cluttered.
Thank you for reminding me. It's yours. That auditing student handed it to me and told me to pass it on if I saw you. Strange girl.
While we'd love to stay in pose, we
auditing
really
student.
should get ready for the call with the board. Pray for us.
Wait, is that just... What? Are you telling me that Safi handed the folder to her mother to hand it to us? Oh, that would be risky, though. If they looked into that.
That was fun. Meet me at the Turtle for part 2. XOXO.
Okay, Safi.
Safi's just fucking with me now. She's not even here. Safi's been one step ahead of me this whole time. Hopefully now I can get some answers.
It's quite annoying that Safi doesn't share any insights that she has.
It started in
I mean, come on,
December,
where's your trust?
But lately it's been getting worse. So I came to Max for help. And she told me, well, it's really more about what I told her. That Arcadia Bay is still standing. And my mom and everyone else is alive. But then she told me that until very recently, this wasn't the case. But if I'm here, and Arcadia Bay is also here...
Then we have a problem with the timelines.
Do you know what it means? The visions, the different realities smashed together?
I have some, I want to say theories, but they're closer to fears at this point. Give me a minute.
Chloe is not good in waiting.
Max told me you're into astronomy. You want to take a look around? There's an image I captured upstairs that could be a new celestial object. Or it's just a speck of dust. Either way, you can help me name it.
Nice.
Seriously? You're on.
All right, Moses. Let's see if you're as nerdy as Max says you are.
Name Moses Find. New message from Max. Oh, update. I was wrong. There are more stairs. Ah yeah, that was from Chloe here. This place is expensive looking. Moses Murphy, right? That's him, yeah. Why do you make it sound so sinister when I walk in? Will he be like, hello Chloe, I've been expecting you. Moses doesn't have a sinister bone in his body. Sinister is left-handed Latin. Okay. I didn't know. So now Chloe is in.
Maybe Moses would let me print something for Max's birthday.
Is in Moses' science cave. Fascinating.
Max isn't thinking about her birthday right now. All the more reason to get her something.
It's the 21st today. Alright. So, it would be nice if we could get that. If we could actually print something. Can we talk to him about that? No.
Maybe Moses would let me print something for Max's birthday.
We'll try to find that. I'm interested in how differently Chloe sees the object in Moses' office. First, she doesn't know them, and second, she is just a very different person than Max.
Existing in a state of dead and hanging in there. I know the feeling.
Yeah.
This is the coolest kettle in the history of heating liquids.
I knew she would be much more hyped about this than Max.
I'm not big on the magical schoolgirl thing, but she gets badass points for that eye patch.
Alright, alright.
Is this an art room or a physics lab? Moses seems to know how to blend the two with expertise.
True.
So many
He's really
Post-its.
making the things come together
I'm gonna
like
take this
that.
guy outside some night and ask him questions.
Don't be so quick, Chloe. Oh, she can actually take that one into her hand.
I wish my job would let me keep a nerd den.
We cannot build it though. It's just an inspect. Or can we do something with it? Oh, I don't find anything, so let's keep moving. I think she didn't try with the figures here.
Wow. Moses flies his weeb flag high.
As you should. Oh, that's a little wild for my taste. Oh, what do we have here?
Space. No one can hear your sick beats.
Oh, that's true. Doesn't work. Okay, let's get
Moses
upstairs.
has a ton of rad shit. No wonder Max thought we would get along.
Yeah, you fit right in here.
Horticulturalist
Except
too?
for
What
the
can't this guy do?
anime.
Moses needs a name for this dot. I should help him out.
What do we do? Oh, come on. Oh, not very clever. Your titties. Check back with Moses soon. But I would love to see if we can somehow talk to him about the 3D printer. I think that was a good idea. Even though I'm not sure if Chloe has an idea of what to print for Max. Away from Home, stories by Maya Okada. But no text in here. Movies?
Some of Max's favorites are in here. It's good that she found a new movie buddy.
Space Fighter Zero. Huh, I wonder what that is supposed to
Did
be
he
thought
paint
of.
this himself? Why'd he stop? Did he paint this himself? Why'd he stop?
Yeah, we can have Chloe be busy in here for all eternity, asking Moses what the things are in this room.
A pet iguana? Dude, this office has everything.
Chloe's not into staring contests. Oh, yeah.
I'm not usually into the whole sappy nature drawing thing, but this tree is pretty badass.
It is. Just like that in your office. It's nice. Oh yeah, those are new. After years of waiting, hundreds of miles and thousands of times playing every scenario out in my head, it happened. I met up with Max. And it wasn't a moment too soon. For all my worrying, it turned out that Max was the one in trouble, and I got to save her ass. Sure, I got into some beef with a loudmouth local and an overly enthusiastic bouncer along the way. I did manage to talk my way out of any serious trouble. Good to know we've still got it. I've still got it. It was almost too perfect how I swept in on her at this creepy house she was breaking into and whisked her away before the cops came. It was wonderful, but also a little sad. In the truck after we got back, before I crashed out, I was thinking, Max has a whole life now without me. Who are we to each other now? Can we still fit together? I've heard her rummaging around downstairs. I guess I better go. I don't think this conversation will be anything like the thousands I've been prepping in my head. Maybe that's for the best. And it definitely is. It definitely is. The surprises make it spicy. No comment on the stars? Oh, wait, yeah, the sketch, right. Collector.
Nobody's gonna give it to you. You've got to grab the sun for yourself.
That is exactly right. Sometimes people are giving it to you, but you cannot rely on that happening. Most of the time you gotta be hunting your fortune on your own. But just sometimes good people come along, showing you colors of the world.
Wow. You process quickly.
I'm just laying it all out. We'll see if anything emerges.
So, Professor, have you solved me yet?
Not in the slightest. But I do have some follow-up questions. I'm sure you do too. Why don't you start?
Number 1, can we print some for Max? Yeah.
I know we have a metaphysical mystery to solve, but can I use your 3D printer?
What for?
It's Max's birthday. She's being so brave about this whole save the school thing, but I think she needs some encouragement. Your anime wall gave me an idea.
Say no more.
I think Max is good on that for now. Like, she has really developed. In the first game, she really needed encouragement. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Additional 1. I don't think he's in dire need for it anyway.
She's gonna love it.
You got it.
Nice. Very nice. We could do that. Who is Maya?
I don't mean to snoop, but who's Maya Okada?
She was a friend of Safi's.
This leads us to the question
They were
for
really close
Safi.
until Maya's suicide. That's what started all the craziness last year. Safi blamed several people for Maya's death, and she used her powers to get revenge.
Well, it's great that you bought her book.
And I wasn't the only one.
Come on.
Maya's work has been getting more attention in the last year. I'm sure Safi's delighted.
We need to be able to ask about Safi now. No! Not your turn. We need to ask about Safi. Like, Chloe's met her and she's an absolute mystery to her. Chloe needs to know more about
Give it to
her.
me straight, Doc. I'm ready.
I'd like to hear more about your visions. You said they started in December?
Yeah. And they weren't even visions at first. Just weird daydreams. Of a storm, or a path, or... But they just kept coming.
Or a lighthouse, or Max shooting you.
Then I started thinking about them, even when I didn't want to think
Always so
about them.
similar.
And that moment in the green room a few days ago.
It was real, I was trapped. It felt very real.
I don't think it was a vision. I think some part of me really went somewhere.
Okay.
Timeline
What were you doing in the green
shenanigans.
room before it started?
Looking in a mirror. That place was a grimy dump. Usually my favorite kind of bar. But for some reason, I started thinking about tornadoes.
Oh, she has a whale clip on her
When
ear.
Max and I were in high school, there was this crazy week where Max thought a tornado was going to destroy the school. No.
So
sorry,
it did.
That did happen.
Yeah.
But it also didn't happen? I don't... What's
That
happening
is
right now?
really weird. How Max until today thought that Arcadia Bay is gone and Joyce is dead. But apparently, Chloe has
Start
just
with
been
what
there a
happened
week
2
ago.
years ago. A
That
storm
doesn't make
threatened the
sense.
town, and Max was forced to make a choice. She saved you, and Arcadia Bay was destroyed.
But the town is okay.
Yeah?
My mom texted me an hour ago.
Yes. Somehow, the storm didn't destroy the town, and you didn't die. Which doesn't make any sense, except...
Except...
A year ago, a storm threatened the school and the town. And Max made another choice. Or rather, she refused to choose between Safi and Caledon. Somehow she saved Safi and the school. And however she tied those realities together, it appears...
She tied up some loose ends while she was
That's
at
what
it.
I was thinking earlier as well.
She brought me
It's the only thing
and
that
Arcadia Bay back
made
together.
some sense in
With
regards
Safi
to
and all
the
the
absurdity that is already happening.
Yes. Somehow. Your vision started when you remembered the tornado. The thing that couldn't have happened, but did. A paradox. Your life and experiences are coexisting along an entirely different reality. And that's not sustainable. Maybe when you encounter a paradox, you come unfixed somehow, but that would mean even us talking about it directly could...
Resume?
Oh, no.
Okay, we just destroyed Chloe.
Chloe, can you hear me?
Oh, she is locked in now.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, stay calm.
Oh,
and tell me what you see.
he can hear her. That's good.
It's always the same path. It ends in this outcropping with a couple of benches, like a viewpoint.
The Overlook. That's where Safi died.
We see Max's fireplace.
But there's a lighthouse too, like
See a
the
bathroom.
one from Arcadia Bay. It's always the same path. It ends
Vortex,
in
this
this
is also
outcropping with a couple
Arcadia.
of benches, like a viewpoint.
The Overlook.
Stop repeating yourself, come on. Safi. Oh my god. That's a lot of things happening here. I like the view from the real Overlook just fine, but this, I could stare at this forever. Tell me about it. I've been all over the country, but nothing beats this view. What the hell, Safi, are you here? Dead Safi, alive Chloe. Oh hey, nice to meet you, Chloe. Sorry, forgot to say that last night. What's happening? Looks like the gang's all here. Dead alive, dead alive. Oh my god. With the timelines splining together, maybe all Chloe entities and all Safi entities are now somehow being able to communicate in this realm. Oh my god, this is weird. This place again, this girl again. Live Chloe, what's this? How do I unsubscribe? Yeah, I have a feeling you would like to break out of this, but this is reality now. And that unknown number here is probably a private chat with that Chloe. Great, there's two of her. Yep.
That's what
I
Safi
think.
does.
Why is she not telling him about the bathroom
There's a
here?
lighthouse too, like the one from Arcadia Bay. The sky is wild. Lots of auroras and shit.
She called off the search, stopped looking for herself.
I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. Lost?
Missing, they said. Then, lost.
Oh, that's Safi talking to us. Gone.
Going, she replied. Then, gone.
There's
Always the lighthouse.
something weird when I get to the top of the path.
Oh, this is new.
Safi practically lives here now.
Left, mostly trees. Right, weird voices. Sounds of someone crying. Up, overlooking lighthouse, some crazy tableau. There's a lot to learn here, if you're willing to explore and watch yourself die repeatedly. I finally know the truth. Can't wait to see what Max has to say about it. I've been everywhere. Well, almost everywhere. The lighthouse door is shut. What do you think is in there, Chloe? Oh my. So we reached here. And again the scene. Max should appear any second now. Oh. Different now. Oh, this is the scene with Max and Safi talking. Yeah.
Okay, Max is pointing a gun at Safi, and there are a lot of photos.
Photos of what?
Yeah, I would like to know that too. Of Chloe dead? Of Safi dead? Oh, the original scene where Chloe died. Over and over. At least she's back. Though this is insane.
I saw Max. She had a gun, and it always ends a little differently, but I died.
That's what Safi promised us. You watch yourself die repeatedly, then you will get to the bottom of this. But we're not making progress right now.
That's what I've been seeing. Me dying. Max killing me.
And that photo that shows Chloe dead in the bathroom, Max talked with her about that.
You said there were
She knows that.
What happened after that?
The lighthouse beam turned on, and... What's wrong?
Chloe, you vanished. Disappeared for about 3 seconds. Before you came crashing back into the cabinet.
It was just 3 seconds?
Where did I go?
I don't know. I think maybe that place takes you back to the moment where Max
Oh, she
made her
totally
choice.
vanished.
About Safi. About you. Max stitched these realities together, but if you keep going back there, picking at the stitches, it could all unravel.
Oh, if that happens, we're in big trouble. About Arcadia Bay. Yeah, let's work through all of these again.
Arcadia Bay was brought back to life. Why aren't they stuck in that place too? My mom hasn't told me about any weird visions.
Have you told her about your visions?
Yeah, maybe they just don't tell you.
My point is, we don't know what's happening in Arcadia Bay. We can conjecture, but my focus is on helping you.
How do we make sense of all of this?
But Max chose to save me. Why do I keep dying?
You're returning to the moment of Max's choice. If the choice had been up to you, save yourself or save the town, what would you do?
I'd save the town.
Chloe asked
I'd
us to
sacrifice myself.
save the town.
That's what I told Max to do then. At the time, it felt like what I had to do.
And the overlight seems to reflect that.
Because she had a feeling that Max saving her just caused the anomaly. And that maybe that was the wrong piece in the puzzle.
I saw some of Safi's thoughts and memories. We're stuck in that place together.
Makes sense.
Because
Safi is aware of the dual realities.
there was a
And she's
choice made
suddenly
about
back on
Safi as well.
campus. Maybe she's looking for the same answers you are.
She seems depressed.
Well, you and she are trapped inside your own deaths. Emotionally,
That would make anyone
I
depressed.
can't imagine what that is doing to the both of you.
That is really absurd.
So what do I do? How do I make sure I don't think about, you know?
Well, distractions seem to help. Your job. Loud music, lots of people, probably kept you safer.
But that's running away.
But now that you're aware of it, and what it means,
Yeah. If she ever runs into a situation where we can't run,
whatever is happening.
then
I'm so sorry.
she might fall into that exact scenery. Not your fault. It isn't.
Hey, man. I asked.
We won't risk any more explorations into the Overlight.
Chloe has
That's what
grown
we're
up.
calling it now, by the way.
Albeit just a little.
I'll do some brainstorming. Maybe research mental techniques for...
Don't bother. You've got to focus on the fire.
But we need a plan. Your visions are growing in intensity, and that place is dangerous. If you spend more time there, you could end up in the other timeline. The one where you died.
Whoa.
I'm serious. It's okay.
How would it even work? And how are you coming up with that?
Why should I get to cheat death? It's not like I deserve it more than my dad. Or Rachel.
Never forgetting Rachel.
Max saved me in the bathroom,
And William was a
but she couldn't make it stick.
tragedy as well.
The time she bought me, it's enough. More than I deserve.
What do you mean? Of course you deserve to exist.
Not according to reality, or the universe, or whatever keeps trying to make me dead. Max has done everything she could for me. She always has. The least I can do is be there for her now.
In all honesty,
So,
fuck
the
the
good
universe, but that doesn't help
who
you.
do we think is planning to start a fire? I met this guy last night. Didn't seem like a criminal. Criminally pretentious, maybe.
Lucas Colmenero is a former Caledon professor. He's been stirring up animosity between Caledon and Lakeport.
If he hates Caledon, you and Max won't be able to get much out of him. Max may have gone full Ivory Tower, but bars are still my scene. I'll head back there right now to chat with him and his protest buddies. Maybe I can learn more about
Well, it
their
doesn't make
plans.
sense why they would cause such fires, no? I mean, didn't the fire start at the Abraxas house that the townsfolk want to stay?